a solo video talking about Style Exchange, what was just a little side business really becoming Boston's go-to community thrift market. And I want to take you through a full day of what we did and just show you what a typical event looks like. This event that I'm going to show is one of our first indoor events of 2026, and we brought in so many shoppers. It was insane. I can't believe how successful Style Exchange has become. But I just wanted to tell you a little about like how I got this idea, why I started it, and why I think it's going to become something so much bigger than I could ever imagine. Essentially, I live in Boston, apartment, small closet, tons of clothes, and I feel like a lot of people moved here straight out of college. I was still carrying clothes that I had from high school and just like never wore, and I still have clothes from college that I just don't wear. I'm now like almost 5 years post-grad. They're just sitting in my closet, and I definitely could donate them. That's great. Some of the pieces are very nice, and I could take them to a consignment shop. There's one like pretty well-known one in Boston. Every time I take it there, you know, you send them 20 pieces and they take 2 items and you make maybe like $10. Like, it's just not a good deal for you selling your clothes. So I was like, why don't every girl in Boston where I live in this neighborhood is a very like young crowd, have some sort of like clothing swap, thrift market, flea market, like a garage sale, but all together, because it's so much easier and get a crowd and way more fun. So that's what we did, because like none of us have yards or like garages, so we live in apartments. So let's find a space. I started off just asking like the city, like, can I use a park? They were like, no, you can't just use a park. There's gonna be trash. I'm like, I promise you there will be no trash. It's just people selling clothes. They still were not down for that. So luckily I reached out to so many people and finally got one, a space that has a really large parking lot, a retail space, and they let me do it. I'm so thankful for them. So that's how we started, and we just ended up I was like, oh, maybe we'll get 20 people to sign up to sell. I went viral on TikTok and they sold out immediately. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll double it to 40, and then everyone was like, when's the next one? When's the next one? So I'm like, okay, maybe we have to do this again. And then it just kept going on and on and on. And we've gotten more shoppers at each event, really. Now we're up to like 600. It's been amazing because I think everyone's looking to thrift. Thrifting is so hot right now. People love the sustainability aspect of it, finding something unique, finding something vintage. It's truly just such a better way to go shopping, I think. And it's really an event. Like, people in Boston are looking for something to do. Maybe that's not drinking or going to bars. They want like an activity. And I think thrifting with your friends or signing up to sell your closet with some friends is such a good idea. So I'm really excited to see like how big this gets. A big idea I had with a small closet is now Style Exchange, and we are truly becoming Boston's go-to community thrift market, and I want to keep expanding. Maybe go up to the suburbs. People message me every day like, come to New York City, come to Providence, come to Vermont. I will get there eventually. Right now it's just me and Bobby helps me, but it's really not a big team, so I need to figure out how we can keep growing. But I'm so glad that everyone loves sustainability and wants to just shop in a better way that's not supporting fast fashion. So here's to thrifting, and let me show you what a typical thrift market at Style Exchange looks like. The days start pretty early. We kind of tend to do these markets in the earlier morning. And right now, Style Exchange headquarters lives in our basement. So we have 15 clothing racks just laying around here, and we travel to U-Haul pretty much every week. I think I'm their favorite customer. Luckily, everyone's very nice there, and we have it down to a science. But get a U-Haul, drive it through this very narrow driveway, and then fill up this bad boy with all the racks for Style Exchange. And luckily, this event was not too far from us. It's in our neighborhood, so we went over and drove there, and I refuse to drive the U-Haul, so Bobby does this for me. So thank you, Bobby. And then again, we're back at the U-Haul, and we have to unload this thing, even though we just put it away, but whatever. And let me take you through the space. Today we're transforming what is usually like a bar lounge into a community thrift market. Any space works for us as long as it can hold at least 200 people. And this is a space, and we're transforming it from this into here. And this is what it looks like after everyone comes to start setting up. But before that, we have to set up. Then we check all our sellers in and they start setting up their racks.
We opened the doors to shoppers about 15 minutes ago, so I can show you how busy it is.
I can't believe I've never seen it inside.
As you can see, even just 15 minutes into the event, it is bumping. I'm telling you, people like to come early because that's theoretically when you get the best finds, like all the inventory is there. So we usually have a huge rush super early, but today it just kept getting busier and busier. It was nuts. And I think we had a total of close to 600 people come shop. I sold this day some of my clothes and I made over $250 and I sold 20 pieces of clothing. I asked all our sellers at the end, like, how much did you make? And people are making $400, $350, $250, which I would say is a success. 3 hours later, the event's done and we're back to packing up these racks in the U-Haul. At this point, it's dark out and it's not so fun and it's cold now in Boston, but we did it. And again, I couldn't do it without Bobby because he's really the muscles in this. And I was so grateful after this day just about how many people came to Thrift and our sellers were happy and I was happy. I even sold some of my clothes and cleaned out a good dent in my closet, so it's totally worth it. And we're getting ready for our next 2026 events. Thanks for watching, everyone, and see you soon.